You've done sequels to other series before, but this is the first time that you've gone back to one of your original films and did a sequel. How did that kind of change your approach, if any?
Well, the story for this movie was very personal to me because I've been a high school choir I've been with our high school choir as a chaperone. And so my wife and I have experienced at least three different trips, two to Italy with two different children of ours, and one to Spain. And I just knew that the stories were so rich and interesting and funny that I wanted to tell that story, and handing it to someone else felt strange.
And the first film had a romance subplot. This time around, there's a lot more action, and we get to see more active espionage going on. How was it kind of leaning into that aspect for the sequel?
Well, the romance in this story was focused more on Sophie rather than Dave. And we thought that was fun and a little fresher than going back to what we had already done. And because she's growing up, and as a 14-year-old, what you want in terms of your freedom and the annoying parent hovering over you, you're going to have issues with that. And so we wanted to lean into that, and putting that against the backdrop of more action, bigger set pieces, was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about Chloe because obviously she's grown, both in size but also as a performer in these two films. How was it just working with her and letting her in on the action? She has a lot more to do this time around.
Chloe trained for about 8 months, I think, doing martial arts for this before the script was even written. I told her what the story was going to be around, and I told her that there would be definitely, a lot more action this time around for her than there was in the first film, and she couldn't wait, to get going. And so they're going to be releasing some behind the scenes footage of all the training that she did pretty soon, and it was really just remarkable. She absolutely did not want the stunt girl to come in and do anything for her that she couldn't do herself.
I love that. And I wanted to ask you about Flula Borg because his villain in a film that has a lot of laughs, he's a bit more serious. He's obviously got the shape for a intimidating guy. So what made you think he was right for the villain here?
Well, I wasn't as familiar with Flula's comedy when we hired him. He came in and he did a terrific read, as a bad guy, and because of the German accent, he was very intimidating. And then slowly but surely, I started learning and looking him up on YouTube and seeing the comedic stuff that he was done, and I was shocked. And I thought, so we have a couple of funny moments in there, but he was definitely stepping into the shoes of someone who was a much more serious and dark character this time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Pete, and congrats on the movie.
Thank you, I appreciate it.